All right, beautiful people. Welcome back to another amazing and impactful episode of the Truvel Forever podcast, where we try to live our best life through the lens of holistic health. I'm your host, Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game. And as usual, I have with me the beautiful, the smiling, the CEO of Potluck, the curl-rific, the what is this called again, Millie rockin' dancing queen herself. Please introduce yourself.
What's up, party people? My name is Sinclair, aka
the Health Nerd.
And feels like it's been a while since we've been here doing
Together.
That intro.
Right.
Yeah.
It has been a while. I feel like last episode it was you solo, and then before that it was me solo. So it's like, hey, we finally got the 1-2 combo. Yeah. We got the dream team back together on the court. Kobe and Shaq. I really hope y'all are watching the video because the amount of hype that was going on right there was great. If you're just listening, you can hopefully feel the energy, but definitely head over to YouTube and watch the video. But as usual, let's get to a nice little check-in. And this will be our first unified check-in in a while as well. But Queen, beautiful, galactic warrior, how are you doing?
Got something in my house.
I see that, yeah.
Doing overall pretty well. I did get a promotion at my job.
Big poppin'.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the only person in the world to get stressed about a promotion.
Yeah, it's just not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. It's stressful. It has been stressful.
Sorry, Queen.
Thanks. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I got my own office.
Hey, I've never had
just
my own
sitting
office.
Stressing.
Besides this
one. So yeah, that part's cool. But overall, it's been a stressful couple of weeks. So I am happy to have the weekend. These weekends, I'm like, yes, come weekend, come on. So I'm good overall. Just enjoying the weekend, a little bit of time off. Off the day job, still putting in the work for Potluck. Potluck, we got some new chefs in the pipeline. Let's go.
Millie rocking on the
all that. Excited about that. Potluck is coming along. We have the grand opening for Dessert Divas, Desserts and Dinners in Moreno Valley, California. By the time it comes out, the grand opening would have happened already, but right? Because it comes out.
Yeah.
So we just had the grand opening, which went well. I'm just going to speak it into existence.
Yes, it did. I mean, her soft opening went phenomenally well. Yeah. I'm not going to put her numbers out there like that, but it was profitable. It was good. So if we get even, I think, half the energy that she got on the soft opening, on the grand opening, it's going to be solid.
Yep. But yeah, exciting. So we got that coming up, and then, a couple of the chefs in the pipeline working on getting their kitchens permitted so that we can get them officially on the app. So that's exciting. Just finished my... dang it, I wish I had the book so I could show it. Just finished launching the official smoothie book that I probably talked about a very long time ago on this podcast.
You want me to go get your book, Queen?
That's okay.
Okay.
Next time. It's a smoothie book that I've been working on for a very long time.
That she has.
It was a project that was started and stopped probably 3 different times, but I persisted and got it done. And so it is now available on the True Health Forever website, True Health Forever. 7 smoothies to live your best life. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but...
Hey, no, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
It's basically 7 smoothie recipes that have been all chosen very specifically for the ingredients that they have and what they do to your body. So each of the recipes kind of cater to a different health disparity and combating that health disparity. So, we got... and they all have fun names,
Yes, yes, they do.
to try and defend your body against stroke, we got you don't want the stroke.
You don't want the stroke.
You don't want it. What's another one? What's your favorite?
Let's see. I feel like my favorite. I have 2. It's either hella hype.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like, hey man, shout out to the Bay Area.
That's just energizing one to fight fatigue.
Hella hype. And then, I mean, the F cancer, or the F cancer is always a good one. Because Yeah, F it.
F it. So yeah, we got a cancer fighting smoothie up in there. Got your turmeric and good stuff, ginger and good things for fighting off cancer. So, yeah, it's a fun book. It's not too long. It's nice and short, succinct. Get you those good recipes and the research that I did along with the recipe. I put the research in there because to me, to give you the recipe is almost just giving you a disservice if you don't really know what's happening in your body. So I put the research that I did, put that in there as well so that you can learn more about your body and what's going on inside.
Right. So definitely encourage y'all, definitely use the smoothie and the recipes, but please take a little bit extra time, read through that research. You can really get the understanding of it and empower yourself, take control of your health. We are a health education promotion type company. So like the Queen said, we wanted to make sure we went that extra level in providing the information. So it is available online, truehealth4ever.com. It's like $4.99, right? It's 50% off right now. So go ahead and get it while it's hot and empower yourself.
That's one coffee at Starbucks. Come on.
Right. All right. Go ahead and get it. Shout out to, I know Javon already bought one.
Yes.
Your mom, TC already bought one.
TC so first sale.
Shout out. Yeah, TC right, number one. Shout out. Much love. So yeah, family, go ahead, get it. We appreciate y'all. Go ahead, keep going. You're on a good roll there.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. The only thing that you didn't say is we did have some good potluck videos made. So we'll give them a shout out because it's all love now. Back to back cinema. Much love. Thank y'all for coming on out and doing that first round of videos for us. Pretty good videos.
Oh, yeah.
We're liking it. We'll probably go use them in the future. So like the fact that Potluck is introducing us to new people, new business partnerships. So yeah, that's dope too. Y'all are going to see the Potluck videos later on for sure. All right.
How you doing, King?
I'm doing good. I'm going to ask you to grab those for me in a second. So if you can, there we go. So since last time I gone on here, we did the Boys and Girls Club interview, which went pretty well with Keystone. Shout out to Lisa, Teresa, the whole Boys and Girls Club team that helped put that together. Much love. The big push that we've been doing for the past month. I mean, it's been longer than that, but like real heavy, concentrated energy month is working on the new edition of Black Wall Street, the board game. So I'm gonna flex the old edition first, just so if this is your first time ever hearing about it, you can see the difference, and then we'll flex the second or the third edition that's coming out. So this right here is the second edition of the game. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not watching on YouTube, you're just listening, we appreciate you. Head over, watch the visuals. But we're going through the second edition of Black Wall Street, the board game. Nice white box with 2 yellow stripes on it. The back, we have a nice kind of timeline on what happened and how Black Wall Street really got built and just some notable history along the way. But this second or third edition that's coming out this year, 2021, which is the 100th year anniversary or remembrance date of the bombing of Tulsa's Black Wall Street. So we wanted to make sure we did something phenomenal. We wanted to make sure we did something that paid respect and legacy to the 100 years and, elevates our game a little bit. So elevates our game. You know what I'm talking about. So Queen, if you can please hold up the 2021 edition. The Masterpiece Edition. Go ahead. Yes. So again, if you're listening, definitely head to the True Health Forever YouTube so you can see the visuals. But there's just like some nice gold accents all around. We got the black board just to stand out a little bit, be different. And this edition is called the Masterpiece Edition because we have commissioned art from people literally all over the nation to be added to this board. The main one that is kind of highlighted on the board is a portrait of O.W. Gurley. No, a portrait that was done by O.W. or not done by O.W. Gurley. It was done by, that would be crazy. It was done by T.J. Taylor. Shout out to my brother, T.J. Taylor. But it's of O.W. Gurley, who's the founder and visionary behind Tulsa's Black Wall Street. But other than that, we have like 16 other custom pieces done for the Masterpiece Edition, and they're all going to be around the board. They're going to be in the rule book. So yeah, it's going to be fire.
It's a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece. It's going to be amazing. So, it's not going to come out till June. We're just teasing you with it right now. This is the first sample that we got, but we still got, a few things that we need to do to make it a true masterpiece. So y'all stay tuned for that. Have some interesting partnerships in the works. I feel like we always say that each time, but each time there's always new partnerships. One potentially coming from Lisa, who connected me with somebody. Again, much love, Lisa. We appreciate you. We're going to see what happens with that. Have a interesting experience that we're creating with another Black-owned company that does like Black history tours. And we're basically working with them and another group to digitize their tour. So I don't want to get into too much stuff, but our role is how can we gamify the tour? How can we make it more kind of fun and interactive in a virtual space? So excited to be a part of that kind of transformation. And I almost forgot. Shout out to everyone who came through. This whole episode might just be updates. I don't know what's happening. But shout out to everyone who came through our first virtual event for IMI. Yes, Institute of Melanated Innovation. I know that may come out of left field for folks that are new to this, but it's been a journey or a vision of ours for a while now to have a nonprofit, a 501(c) company, to do a lot of the research and education that we're passionate about, but don't have maybe the funding to be able to do it all for free. Mm-hmm. Now being able to have this nonprofit, still not doing it all for free, but allows us to reduce the price point a little bit better because we can get donations, we can get grants and all of that. So had our first event. Shout out to Penny who came through, Rosie came through, my dad who's a board member came through, Carmelita, shout out to you, thanks for coming through, and I know you listen too, so much love. Carmelita for sure listens. She for sure listens. Yes, she's like, I like this episode. I was like, oh, come on, queen. Grandy, I know you're listening. You didn't come to IMI, but it's all good. I still love you. But shout out to everyone.
Believe now what you said at first. Right. She's gonna be at the next one.
She is. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. We still have a long vision of what IMI is going to do. But the fact that we were just able to launch, get some people in a room, get the vibe going, and now 10 people know that IMI is real, and it just makes it that much more real. So if you're out there, you got a long standing dream, and you're just waiting for the right moment. Pull the trigger, jump, leap, fly, do what you got to do, but believe in yourself and go ahead and just do a soft launch with a small group of people, do a soft launch with some family and friends just to make it real, all right? Yep. Woo, all right, that was a lot of updates.
We got a lot of stuff going on.
It's been a blessed 2021.
It has.
We appreciate it. We do our affirmations. So whether it's y'all listening, y'all watching, the ancestors, or the universal power giving us these blessings, we appreciate them coming every which direction they're coming from. So much love, much love. All right. Should we do a podcast?
I guess we could.
Are we gonna hold these games the whole time?
I mean, it's kind of comfortable, but
yeah. I mean, you let me know. But so the number one question that we get most often is, when you gonna have a baby? When the baby's coming? Hey, so when the baby? And
or on any social media post now.
Any social media post like, that picture's cool, but
I'm waiting for the baby announcement.
And this is not an announcement at all, so please calm down. But what
someone's like,
oh my God, it's happening. Negative. Not that type of podcast. But we are going to talk about a little bit our mindset behind kind of like preparing to have children, and just maybe the things that we want to have done or prepared, ready when this child comes into the world. And obviously there's no like perfect planning, right? Like whenever you get blessed with a child, you get blessed with a child, but there are just some things that we are hoping to have done before it comes, right? So this could be a nice little venting session, nice little kind of conversation about it. And yeah, you ready, Queen?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, without further ado, this was the longest intro
finally
in TH4 history. Let's get into the episode. some things never change. Still hitting that road.
Uncle Rusty on that, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure exactly where to start, where to open it up, but I was thinking, just talking through kind of the mindset on individually or as a unit, why we haven't had a kid yet. Right? 'Cause I think some people are like, oh, y'all been together for almost 10 years, like together, been married for a solid year and some little bit of change, right? So how, like, what are y'all waiting for? So for you, go ahead, Queen. Mindset, hit us with it.
I know my personality is just like, I feel like I'm going to be one of those people who's never truly ready for kids. It just happened and then you figure it out along the way. Because my personality is like, I like to research. I like to have everything ready. So if it was up to me, we probably wouldn't have kids until I was no longer able to have them.
Interesting.
So that's why it's definitely like, I've never been in a rush, to have kids. But I've always wanted them. But definitely, want to feel like I'm prepared. Lord knows when that day will come. I feel like every parent, everybody I talk to, they're just like, you never actually feel prepared. You just figure out along the way, it happens. So I feel like just with my mindset, I feel like I'm always going to feel like I need to do something else, or there's something else I want to do, or I'm not ready. So I feel like that's just my mindset. So I feel like my answer now in terms of feeling like I'm not ready will probably not change a year from now. It's just, I don't know. It's just this feeling of like, oh, your whole life is going to change. Like that just sounds so intimidating. So I feel like I have done very little research up until this point into like childbirth. So that's something that I would want to do. Not that that's a reason that we've pushed back having kids or that we haven't had kids, but that's definitely something that I want to do because I've researched a lot of different things. But
I feel like that's played a factor because I feel like you're not excited to give birth.
I'm not. That part makes
the action of giving birth is not like, ooh, let's do it. It's like, that's kind of scary. All right, it's kind of intimidating. So let's wait.
Yeah.
So my mindset, and this is, kind of diving deep a little bit. No judgment to the people who think I'm judging them in this conversation. But to me, I haven't seen too many great, good examples of a marriage with kids in my family. So I feel like, again, no disrespect to people in my family. I know we got people listening, but a lot of the models, right, they haven't stayed together after the kids. So for me, when I'm looking at that, I'm obviously not blaming the kids because, I'm one of the kids.
Right.
So I'm not blaming the kids per se, but I'm saying we need to, or I want us to be prepared, ready when this child comes into the situation, like everything or the ducks are in a row as best as possible so that it doesn't impact the amazing marriage. It doesn't impact, the time. And I know it's going to, but I think the more that you can prepare for it, the more you can be ready for it, which in my head makes perfect sense.
It does.
And a lot of the other folks, I feel like kids were just happening, right? And again, no disrespect to anyone, kids are just happening. But when I'm seeing it, what happens 20 years after that, I'm just like, okay, well, how can I be in more control? What can I do different to make sure that our marriage stays good, that our kids are good, and that everything is just beautiful? Because in my head, and the queen kind of disagrees, but in my head, we have a huge family, 5 kids, maybe 6, 7. No, I'm just kidding, queen. 5 is beautiful. But in my head, we have this huge, amazing family.
Hope you zoom in on my face when he said that.
No, I'm just kidding. 5 is a blessing. But in my head, we have this beautiful family. We're all in one home. We have our, vacation home that we go to. Sometimes we talked about going certain places for Christmas. We have our certain traditions that we do. We're all in our kitchen, all 5 of us cooking, little Kendry and little Delton Jr. got stuff on their face from cooking. I just see an amazing, happy, beautiful, melanated family. And I want to make sure that we have everything set up to where that vision that I have in my head can at least remotely come true. Right. So I feel like that's where my hesitation for having it right now happens.
Plus, I feel like we have run across a few, friends or who have had blessed with children before that, there was necessarily planned.
Right.
And, most of the time their advice is,
like,
go ahead and wait. It's a blessing. It is everything. But, we could have used a little bit more time, with us before we had the kids. So
right.
I think it's also just keeping that advice that we keep hearing in mind, for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. And I feel like, to add on to your point, I feel like my best example of, a family that has stayed together, that has kids, are my parents. And they, to your point, waited some time. So I think my mom was she 30?
I never put that two and two together. I didn't know they waited that long.
Yeah. So she was between 28 and 30 when she had me. I want to say 30. And then TC 2 years later. So they waited. And, that seems to have worked out. So I feel like, to your point, it seems like whether we realize, whether it's conscious or unconscious, I feel like that's what we're both kind of striving for. Is like, all right, you get married, you wait a little bit, and then you have kids. Like, that's probably the best way to do it.
All right. Again, no disrespect to people that didn't do it that way. We're just saying how we're trying to do it in our ideal situation.
Best for us, right? When we say the best, we're talking about for us.
Right. Now, I know there's a few, we're transitioning a little bit, right? I know there's a few things that you want to accomplish or have done, set up before this amazing series of blessings comes into our life. So do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first through like just the high level thing that you just want done before we have kids?
Go ahead.
I can go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like my number one top priority before we have kids is what?
To be working.
Go, so say it with your chest. Say it with your chest now.
To be working for yourself.
Boom. And it's not me working for myself. It's really to free the queen. Number one goal is to free the queen. And the reason for that is I feel like I've seen this in my mom and how she was amazing in being able to work her full-time job. She was working a part-time job, saving up, and while pregnant, and then also a little bit afterwards. But it was a lot to do at once. Very stressful. And I feel like for me, if I can have a little bit of foresight and knowing, okay, this may happen if you have to keep working full time. So how can we not make that the future? Let's make this the future. We're trying to do all this hustling now, and we have these streams of income now. We got Potluck, we got Black Wall Street, we got TH4. You're gonna have health coaching, all so that when we have a child, you don't need to deal with the stress of a 9 to 5. And y'all heard at the beginning, she's already stressed and she got a promotion. If she stays working 9 to 5, she's gonna keep getting promotions because, you know what I'm saying? My queen's fired. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the higher up you go, the more responsibilities you go, the more stress you can have. So then now you add a kid to that. So for me, number one priority is free the queen. So that, if you want to be home just tickling feet and licking baby cheeks, you can do that all day if you wanted to.